Joining us is Omar and Diego from the Kimpton Grand Roatan. There is a TV show, a series. Would you call it a telenovela?
It's more like a reality, I would say. This mix and match. It's a reality show. Love is Blind, like you
Love
mentioned.
is Blind. Well, let's
Yeah.
let's get to this. I don't know anything about Love is Blind, but I'm talking with William, and William is your marketing director, and he and I are talking, and he's like, "Did you know this show is recorded here?" And I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's super popular." So you're actually going to feature in a couple of different episodes. So tell people what Love is Blind. I interrupted you, and I'm sorry, Omar.
No, don't worry. He's the expert in Love is Blind.
Well, I became the expert. I can do Love is Blind. It's one of the biggest reality shows that it's been 8 seasons now. And yes, we were lucky enough to be chosen as a destination for part of the episodes that they will be filming. It's going to be great for the island. It's going to be great for exposure, especially for the U.S. market. But more than that, actually, Love is Blind is one of the biggest reality shows on online stream. So yeah, we have high expectations. We are very exciting that we're going to be able to feature not only the hotel, more than that, it's actually featuring the island.
Yeah. So I think this show this is the original one. You know that usually when they have this very well known, somebody that have very success, they replicate all over the world. So there are plenty of that one. If you go actually on Netflix, you have Mexico, you have Germany, you have Spain, you have Middle East. So it's like you will not get boring about to see the Love is Blind everywhere. But this one is very important because it's the original one. So that one is also put like a much followers and much people is waiting for it. There is, if you see now on Netflix and actually in a lot of the TV shows that are actually now in the US, the expectation is already going. So you can see in all the talk show at night, they're still talking about this. It's all over Twitter, X, this is everywhere. But what Omar was saying, I mean, we need to be extremely proud, not only as a hotel. In this case, we want to be very clear. I think we all here in Roatan needs to be proud about that they choose to showcase this destination. They usually go to Mexico. They try to go to all the beaches in Mexico with a very high-end resort. So, but I think it's extremely good for all the island that they choose the island. Our hotel is very good for us because every time that they choose a hotel, it's a high-end. And also very important because, as you know, sometimes we have some videos, so people have fears about the safety in the island. So to show that actually a production company as Netflix, that how much risk management they have and everything, they choose to come and do it here and film outside and bring 100 people from the crew. That's also very good. That I think is for us and for everyone, it's a good sign about the safety of where we are. And this is like a fantastic step for not only for communication, but also to try to show that another production company can come, and especially all the viewers can choose the island to come.
Now, I understand, Diego, there's going to be 2 episodes that are featured with Roatan in them. And this is an episodic thing, so it has multiple episodes.
Yeah.
And we've known about this for some time, but they have what they call, folks, a media blackout, meaning we're not allowed to talk about it until now. So now we're going to talk about it. So, well, in Hollywood, they say, things have sex appeal.
Yeah.
Roatan has lots of sex appeal, and it's a great place. And we all know this because we've lived here. We love the island. We love the people. We like our friends who live here and who work with us. And it's important for all of us that more people find us the same way. And, there's so many places, there's so many spaces in the tourism business that offer less than Roatan does, but are better known. I mean, you've got one of the prettiest beaches in the world. You've got all these nice hotels all in one area. It reminds me of some places in Hawaii. And then you've got this raw, unfiltered east side of Roatan, which is equally as interesting. So there's a lot going on here. It's not all built up. There's a lot of charm, and of course, it doesn't hurt that you're at one of the finer properties on the island, if not the finest, according to some people I know. Oh, wait, you too.
Yeah, look, I think that we talked about this one a couple of months ago when I have the pleasure to talk to you for the first time. And we say that one of the goals of our resort, and is align for what you were saying in a few minutes ago. Is actually to start to positioning not only ourselves, is to start to positioning the island. So of course, organically, we will get more business, but our first show as a Kimpton, since we're here, and you can see in all our communication outside, our main goal is to positioning the island itself. So that's a little bit part of of course, our goal is to make this business successful, but also on the side note, our owners, how much they love the island, how much they want to support. So one of the reasons for everything that's going on here is about the positioning, and what you mentioned, just to people to understand what Roatan means. It happened with me personally when I just moved in here, and I say, look, I moved to Roatan. I mean, I would say 99% of my friends, they Google it to see where actually you are going. But also Omar can tell you some, because Omar is traveling, selling the hotel, selling Roatan. But he can tell you in the last month, we have like a big difference in the past when you mentioned Roatan a year ago and when you mentioned Roatan right now.
Yes, right. Definitely something that you could see. And of course, we are expecting having that Love is Blind effect, especially on the tourism segment and in the hospitality industry as well. I can tell you that, yes, all the things that we've been doing are building up, and we are starting to see some results. Airlines are extending their frequency to the island, so that's actually great news. Also, one of the important things when we bring this type of business to the island, it's that it's spread all over. Locals. We had a local crew contracted by the producers, car rentals, more restaurants, more bars, and it's especially showcasing the island. It's going to be a great opportunity. It's great to share with you, Keith, and you can also share it with all your followers and your database to bring more and more awareness, because that is one of our main goals, is to bring awareness and, to bring Roatan into a different light, to a different audience, and showing how we are. Like I've been living in Roatan for about 8 years, and I can tell you that this is one of the most authentic places you will find in the Caribbean. As Diego mentioned, like traveling, promoting this destination, I can tell you that we've been seeing the difference, and we'll see more in the next few years.
Diego, Omar, we'll be watching for it on Netflix. Thanks for joining us from the Kimpton Grand Roatan, and we'll look forward to seeing you there.
Yes, hopefully for all of you to be ready. So today is going to be launched the first episode. We don't know exactly what is going to happen, but you need to be ready. Every Friday there is like a new episode, and hopefully maybe on the 21 or February it's going to be live, and hopefully you will enjoy. I think we are all actually shaking. I became also an expert on Love is Blind. I see all the down ones, so now I'm waiting myself to see it, and I hope all of you too, Kevin.
So yeah, this is actually a great opportunity. If you haven't seen the show before, start doing it with the Roatan season. And at the same time, I'm going to invite you to come in a couple of weeks. We're going to have a lot of activations themed on Love is Blind, trying to replicate a little bit of the experience that the cast had in the hotel. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah,
we're going to be sharing a lot of what's going to be coming, especially with theme on Love is Blind.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yes, if you have got the gift for tonight, maybe this could be a good option, because you can actually invite to your wife, your husband, to do the Love is Blind experience throughout. So we're going to replicate everything that they do in the resort. There will be something that you can actually book and you can experience by yourself. So also you can take note about what they're doing and you can replicate.
Fantastic. Can't wait. Omar, great to see you. Diego, we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Thank you, Keith.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.